Hey, what's up, Bangarang Version Gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Back home, as you can see right behind me, back in my place. Today's CGC Crack Slab of the Day, obviously, because I'm here is going to be B. Beautiful trainer, beautiful card from Astonishing Volt Tackle. They gave it a 9. I think it's a 10. I just think CGC is a crappy company. Oh, well, they'll get past it at some point. We're going to be talking more about Japanese full art trainer experts all of a sudden that are popping up. There's a lot of them. A lot of them are popping up out of nowhere, and they're saying some very interesting things. Look, shoot your shot, do your thing, make your bag, get your views, do your stuff, man. I'm going to do mine too. And I'm just going to start doing some stuff. And I'll call some people out if they get a little bit too ballsy. I'll get a little bit too into it. But I'm going to give them the benefit of that. So a couple things I'm going to talk about. By the way, still talking about Japanese cards the rest of the month. Unfortunately, whatever goes on, I am a Japanese card knowledge expert now at this point. I'm going to be giving you the knowledge for free since some jackasses want to charge for it. Nope, I'm going to give it to you for free all month. I do apologize. Hopefully you understand. Also, the clouds are going back and forth. If you see the lighting going weird, it's not your computer or your phone, I promise. Talking about some of the stuff Japanese experts are saying. Now, the thing that's been going around with this, especially with prices being discovered, and people, it's seemingly just now being that people are going through and like looking at the crazy differences between English and Japanese cards. A couple opinions are being stated. Some of them I get, some of them I really don't. The big one that some people are straight up saying is like, this will correct itself. Like how like there's some cards like Marnie is $1,000 and English is 40. Like English is the standard for this stuff for some reason. Like they're like, oh no, it'll drop back down to English standards. That's where everything should be. And I get why people say that stuff because I used to be in that same boat. No, I don't think you understand how long this has been going on. I don't think some cards are going to go down. Like, how long has this been going on for? This has been a fight that a lot of people have been pushing, myself included, especially on IG, if some of y'all followed me back in the day. Since 2021, Twice Baked Jake put up a video discussing full art trainers, going in, talking about how beautiful they were, talking about how investable they were, even though all of a sudden he didn't think they were investable before, but now all of a sudden you can pour your money into them all goddamn day because now some of them are worth money, especially some of the Japanese exclusive ones that didn't come out in English, which sure, whatever, cool, do your thing. This has been going on for a hot second. This is not something that spiked overnight. This is not something that people were looking at and all of a sudden like the market manipulation fools jumped on this stuff and was like, okay, now it's time to make Japanese full art train. No, this has been going on. It's been trending since like really late 2020 all the way up to 2021, currently now to 2023. Now, I'd say 2023 is where we're now starting to see it where it cannot be ignored, where certain sets such as Scarlet and Violet, day one sets, by the way, have a full art supporter that is worth $700. That blows any alternate art, any other kind of fucking card. Like Charizard wishes it could be that much coming out. Like Charizard wishes that it had a big old set of titties or something like that and it could actually be worth it. It can't. And it's something that's just not going to happen at this point. And it's something that the community, I don't think, understands. You have now said, the community who's buying these boxes and going through this stuff, day one, you have said for Japanese product, this is okay. This is something that's good. I'm good paying $120 a box. I'm good paying $80, $90 a booster box, and this is good for a box that can be reprinted. So Scarlet and Violet can be reprinted over and over again if Pokemon wanted to, right? And this is the argument that people are also making right here, where they're like, oh, it's just like vintage. It'll correct itself. No, modern is not like vintage. See, you have already said something that can be reprinted is worth this much. You've already said Miriam SAR is worth $700. You've already said Violet booster boxes that can be reprinted are worth $120. This is something that people have said. And yes, I do think as the demand goes down, it's going to also go down in price. But like setting booster box prices up in the future, especially with how many businesses are popping up wanting to sell this stuff now, like it's just going to be something that's going to be a roadblock. Pokemon would literally have to reprint this product into oblivion like they did in English, to the point where like certain store owners were going like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make ends meet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay my bills because they've sent me so much stuff. I literally am obligated to buy. I can't get rid of it, right? And I don't know necessarily if Japanese product's going to have that exact same problem. What I do know is it's going to be pushed and it's going to be fought by the people that have made this money here, because fast money, quick money is something that is, it's gone just as quick as you get it, but people want to hold on to that. They want to bottle that as much as they can. That's why we have so many Pokemon influencers, people opening packs and trying to get monetized and trying to get sponsored by Pokemon for literally doing something that Leonhart, Real Breaking Nate, and everybody else paid before them, but much, much worse. Like there's not really any PokeTuber, in my personal opinion, that does what they do a whole lot better, minus a few exceptions. Like everybody else just kind of popping up, throwing up a camera and doing their thing, myself included. I'm not special. I'm nobody special here, and that's like the thing. Like that's how crazy Pokemon is. A jackass like me can have a following and have people listen to what they're saying. I mean, look what I'm fucking doing. I'm sitting in my room talking shit about cards and like investors and people that are going at stuff like that, right? Now, The other thing that I'm going to say is this is being blamed on waifu tax, Japanese culture, and things like that. And while, yes, I will say there is some degree of truth to that, that is not entirely what this is at all. And some people blaming it on specific characters such as Lily, being like, oh, Lily's a very expensive card in Japanese, must be that waifu stuff. And it's like, I mean, possibly a little bit. But the big thing right here is Lily is a much bigger character in Sun and Moon, right? Like, the whole story basically revolves around Lily. That's like the whole thing with Sun and Moon. I don't know. Some of y'all probably didn't play the game. Some of the investors probably didn't do that. And they're just like, oh, I don't get it. I guess Ash was probably there. Red probably went to the Alola League. And yeah, that's probably what happened in these games. No, motherfucker. Like, the whole story revolved around Lily, a pivotal character. Same with like Marnie. Marnie wasn't a huge character in Sword and Shield, but she was one of the rivals. And she did play a relatively big role in that. Now, Miriam, on the other hand, I have played Violet. And you can completely walk past everything that happens with her. You do not have to talk to her. She's not important. Is her character design awesome? Absolutely it is. 110%. But it is not the same. It is not the same right here where people are going like, oh, it's just waifu culture. To a degree, yes. But I'm going to show you some cards right here. And there's some cards that I'm going to be showing. So, hey, don't ever say Papa Opossum and try to get you some waifu cards. I'm just going to say waifu because it kind of falls. It's in that realm where people generally put that stuff, right? Like, it's... You guys get it. So once again, I'm showing you cards that are kind of like not following that trend, the cards that you can pick up. I'm showing you stuff that you could go grab right now that doesn't follow this high value trend, especially for them being waifu cards. So the one that I always put right here, Welder. Welder is from Double Blaze. It's a fantastic card. Beautiful waifu, extremely playable card. It's beautiful art. It's my favorite full art trainer. Like, this card right here is $33 and it came out in 2019. So no one's going to tell me that like this stuff revolutionary applies. So don't worry, I'll keep going. And I'm setting this price at about under $100. And I'm going to call that a good deal for your full art supporter waifu, right? Because we've already decided $120 for a booster box modern is acceptable for you to pay. So I think anything under $100 for a full art supporter, you should be able to pay that, right? You should be able to pay that. I'm deciding for you, that's what you should be able to pay for that stuff. Just like how you guys decided for us, $120 for a Violet booster box, that's acceptable since you decided that for us. I'll decide this for you. Kahili, one of the Elite Four in Sun and Moon, the Alola League right there. Relatively unknown character, beautiful card, $75. You can still pick that up relatively good, and she's waifu as hell. Janine, Koga's daughter, taking over the Fuchsia City Gym after Koga went off to the Elite Four. $22 for this beautiful card right here. I don't know. Guess people just don't like these cards as much as they say they do. They only want to get on some money cards or something. We got Morgan, one of the Battle Sisters right here from Ultra Shiny GX. Beautiful card. You can pick this up for $30. You're going to be noticing a trend with these Battle Mansion Sisters right here. We got Evelyn. You can get her for like 50 bucks. It's 32, but you got 22 for shipping. Roughly $50 right there for another card that people would consider, you know, high value. These are the cards people want. We got Nita, the other Battle Mansion Sister right here. You can pick her up for 45 bucks. That's insane to me right here. Then look, the last Battle Mansion Sister, 45 bucks. None of them even broke 100. Not one of them has even broke 100, but these are cards that apparently people want to get, right? These are the ones that people want to get. Right here, here's a Kanto one for you guys. You got Jesse and James from Sky Legends. You probably know this card from the Hidden Fates booster boxes, or not booster boxes, excuse me, holy shit. The ETBs and the Hidden Fates product that you guys opened. This was a card commonly pulled. Yeah, it's 40 bucks in Sky Legends. Way harder to pull. It looks good. It's one of those cards you think people would hop all over it, right? You think people would want that stuff. Roxy from Tag Team All-Stars, an exclusive card that has never came out in English. It has never been released. Right here, $75. I don't know. It's just, I guess people don't really like the cards that they say they like or something. I don't know. We got Plumeria right here from To Have Seen the Battle, a Charizard set in Japanese, right? $80. I don't get it. These are all these cards that people are hyping up and saying, oh, good stuff, right? So Sabrina's suggestion, she was super cheap for a long fucking time. Like, I'd say $20, $30. It was another card that I thought was criminally undervalued, honestly, for what things were going for. Most of her cards right now are going for about 110, 120. The waifu hype is kind of picked up on the people that like Kanto and like putting the dick of, you know, the Kanto and Johto balls in their mouth. They've been doing that, and they found it's about 150, 120. But look right here, found a PSA 9 for 90 bucks. Just try to get it regraded. That's what other people do, right? Going into some Sword and Shield stuff now, because yes, I'm also counting Sword and Shield. Since Scarlet and Violet can have $700 trainers, we're gonna roll with this stuff. So you got Cheryl, Beautiful card, awesome waifu. It's a fantastic card from Single Strike or Rapid Strike Master. I can't remember which one. I want to say it's Rapid Strike, but it's a great card. $67. We got Beauty from Legendary Heartbeat. $16 right there. What you mean to tell me that's not good enough for you? You don't like these cards right here? I mean, that's straight up one right there. Just a really not. We got Oleana VP to Rose right here. An awesome trainer, awesome card. One of my favorite cards from Sword and Shield. $27 We got Peonia, Peony's daughter right here, from the Crown Tundra DLC. Beautiful card, awesome. Came from a really good set that has beautiful stuff in it. I think this was Silverlance is what this came from. Awesome card right here. You can pick it up for $40. You got Melanie, one of my personal favorite waifu cards right here. You can pick it up for $34. Same thing, I think it was Silverlance. You got Karen's Conviction, another popular trainer card right here. $34 for the full arts. And these are things that can make your waifu binder look great. Like, you can pick up these cards no problem, but they're not the cards people want. Honey. This card right here is awesome. This is a great card. Honey is from the DLC for Sword and Shield. She is from the Isle of Armor DLC. She actually is with Mustard, and she's a great card. She's a super good trainer. This is a promo that you could pick up around that time, and it's you can pick it up for $26, dude. Like, these cards are available. They're available to you guys to pick up, but y'all don't want them. We got B, an awesome trainer card right here from Vivid Voltage, or not Vivid Voltage, excuse me, that's English. Astonishing Volt Tackle right here, $70 for this beautiful card. I don't get it. I don't understand. I think people just don't want what they want. Skyla, Double D Skyla right here. Holy shit, from Shiny Star V, a high class set, $66. Yeah, you can pick these up. Flannery. Another popular character right here, $35. Making your waifu binder look great, but nope, we're not doing that. I'm almost done. I'm still going through. We got Aroma Lady, everybody's favorite tease pull from Eevee's Heroes right there. So $20 for this card right here. You can pick that up. That's fucking hella deals. Hopefully some of y'all pick these up. We got Alessa Sparkle. Yes, there's an Alessa Sparkle alternate art from V-Star Universe, but this is the original right here. Right there. It came from Fusion Arts. $45. Awesome card. We got Professor Juniper, Professor's Research, Professor Juniper right here, $18. One of my favorite professors. We got Professor Burnett, another awesome waifu card right here that you can pick up for $18. Also this is from VMAX Climax, same with Professor Juniper. We got this Nessa card. The other Nessa card, the one from Astonishing Volt Tackle, is a little pricey. This one right here, easy, $40 all day. You could throw down for this card. Roxanne, this is the most expensive card in Battle Region currently at this time. This was the chase card for the entire thing. And look, the most expensive card was $45. That did not used to be uncommon back in the day in Sun and Moon chases. That was not uncommon at all. Right here we got Roseanne's Backup, an awesome card, just a great card. One of the Professor's Research's aids, right? It just I don't get it. I don't understand. $12. You can pick this card up for $12 fucking dollars. And these are the cards apparently people are hyping up. It's all waifu shit. It's all Cynthia's Ambition. Fucking less than $50. It's $48. Like, you mean to tell me? Like, y'all are meaning to tell me that that's what this stuff is. Gardenia, $70. Arezu, the most expensive card, I think, from Dark Phantasma. You can pick this up for like $35. Amazing card. Misfortune Sisters. This was a big pull whenever this was announced. This was something that a lot of people wanted. $13, $14 for this beautiful card. Oh my god. Lady, remember this card was pushing like $150, $200? Yeah, well, she's $50 now. Like, no one cares anymore because now they have different cards they can hype up. That's what I'm saying. Like, this waifu market here isn't what people are saying it is. Like, that's not 100% what it is at all. Fantina, less than $10 for this card, and honestly, it's a great card. You got Fury Sode Girl, the contrast to Candace right here. You can pick this card up, this beautiful card up right here for $60. It's awesome, and these are the cards people hype up. These are the ones apparently that they want. You got Candace right here. She was one of the chase trainers, $109. Price went down, and I know what people are going to say. Oh, well, the price will go down for these other cards too. Yeah, maybe initially for some of these Sword and Shield cards, they're going to shoot right back up, like some of these cards right here, so I'd take advantage just while you can. But it's not purely waifu market, because, I mean, look right here. Upon release, Professor Sada, arguably better or just as good as Miriam. Arguably just as good, and yet $22, a tenth, at like maybe a 15th of the price, honestly. Like, how do you explain this? How is this all waifu if this is the stuff going on? So what it is people actually get specific cards. They get like alternate art Pokemon, or they get like alternate art things. Like alternate art's just the thing. Alternate art's a buzzword now. You throw alternate art on anything, it's like a sentence enhancer. Ooh. You throw it on any of that stuff, it makes the card immediately more valuable. It's going to make it more desirable. Oh, did you did you say alternate art? I'm getting kind of itchy for some alt arts right here. It's just something that didn't always used to be the case in Japanese. Like hyper rares used to be pretty much the most popular cards, or full art supporters, but they were never as expensive as this. Like you can, like I said, go back and watch Max Mofo videos. It's a good time capsule. You can go back and see how expensive some of these most expensive cards were, like Cynthia being the most expensive card in Shiny Ultra Shiny GX, and it was like $100. You could pick those cards up for 100 USD, and that was the most expensive card in the entire set. The Charizard wasn't. None of the other shiny Pokemon were. It's hype shit. Like, people need a card for something to be hype about. They need a hype card. And it doesn't matter what it is, it's got to be a card, because ain't nobody going to tell me they give a shit about Miriam. Ain't no one going to tell me they gave a shit about, like, these waifu cards until all that stuff happened. Like, it was alternate arts. It was all the alternate art hype. Why aren't y'all going after alternate art Miraidon or Koraidon? How come you're not going after the alternate art, the SAR Great Tusks and Iron Treads? How come you're not going after the SAR for Spidops? What's going on with that stuff? You're not going for those? Oh, no, we don't like those as much. Those ones aren't as cool. Instead, we can hype up a waifu that we don't even get to see in the story for all. It's not waifu tax, man. That's not 100% what it is. It's not. It's not. In would not be worth what he is if it was purely waifu tax. Steven would not be worth what he is if it was purely waifu tax. Giovanni would not be worth what he is if it was purely waifu tax. It's not. It's hype. It's straight up just hype bullshit that people are going around. Look, I just showed you a bunch of cards that are examples of it. Why aren't those more than $100? Why? And I'm sure I missed some. And you can take your pick. Almost any male supporter card other than In, Steven, and Giovanni are like less than like, they're like $50, $40, $30 at their highest. And to show that stuff too. But it's not purely waifu, because if so, all these cards would be up. They'd all be priced up. They'd all be crazy expensive. They'd all be doing stuff. And like, look at these Sun and Moon cards I just showed you. Below $100, below $50, below $40 for the most part for a good chunk of them, right? Just, that's not what it is, man. That's not what this shit is. This is a hype thing. This is money thing. This is content thing. This is the easiest content some people are ever going to fucking make, and they're lying. They're just lying through their fucking teeth that they don't know. This stuff isn't going to end anytime soon. Not until content creators don't have the initiative to make this stuff anymore. Not until booster boxes stop selling for 120 or 130 bucks, which is considerably harder to justify now. Like, it's harder to take that away, that you guys have now started spending this on Scarlet and Violet sets that can be immediately reprinted. Same with like V-Star Universe. Since you've justified this, it's a little bit harder for people to be like, well, they spent this on this before, even though they knew that there was probably going to be reprints. It's the same shit that happened with English, only now like Japan's going to have to like super print the fuck out of some sets in order to make it worth nothing. And then you'll see a bunch of people posting on Instagram, guys, Pokemon's not really fun anymore. I'm going to take a break for two weeks, 2 months. And they'll come back when another high-class set shows up. They'll spend the fuck on it. They'll fucking scalp it out of Walmarts. They'll resell it on Instagram Lives. They'll do whatever they got to do. I just wanted to weigh in on this. Not everything is waifu. There's still plenty of affordable cards. You got people that just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'll make a video if I have to. I don't think I will. That's all I got. See you later, virgins.